Hi, my name's Keith Cooper, Northlight Images, and this is just a very short video about this is the AstrHori 28mm f2.8 macro lens. It's designed for mirrorless cameras, does 2x to 5x macro, so it goes a bit past what a lot of lenses that are called macro lenses that go maybe 1x or just a little bit more than that. Once you get up beyond 1x magnification, things get a little bit trickier. They don't get nearly as tricky as this one here. This is one I'm testing about. This is 20x. This is a microscope type lens, and I'm using it on a GFX 100S. That's some testing I'm doing it otherwise. But this AstrHori lens, it was only announced today, I believe, and it's fully manual lens. But being a macro lens, it has a fixed focus in front of it. Now, that's the size of it at 2x, and if I open it up, that's 5x magnification. The depth, you don't get much depth of field with these. Interesting enough, there's no focus adjustment on this lens, so the focal point is a set distance in front of the lens. Varies slightly with the extension of the lens, but it means that you focus by moving the lens and camera or moving the subject. There is no focus adjustment on lenses like this. Now this one, as I say, goes to 2x to 5x. It's an interesting range. If I look at the lens, it's got plenty of glass inside it, as you'd expect for a lens like this. This is a mirrorless one, and this is the version to fit on RF mount. So I'll be testing this. I'm going to be doing some reviews and looking at it, but in just popping it onto the EOS RP, which is the one I'm using for most of my videos, I just went out and took this photo. This is slightly bigger than 2x magnification, about 2.5, 3x magnification, as some very small flowers that I've got on one of the succulents that live in our conservatory. They flower over the winter. It's a very nice looking picture. It's handheld. It's at something like 1600, 2000 ISO, so I could get away with it like that. Lit by daylight. It's just a very nice picture. So much easier to take pictures relatively with a lens like this than, as I say, this one here. This is 20x magnification. I've got versions of this that go up to 50x magnification. I've had to build specialist kit to actually test this stuff. It's absolutely superb, but it is vastly more difficult to use effectively than a lens like this. The main difference being with a lens like this, you can almost certainly, or at least if I put stronger glasses on, I can actually see what I'm photographing. Now, I'm going to have a more detailed look at it. I've got quite a lot of macro information already on the Northlight Images website, because I've been testing lenses like this for years, far longer than I've been making videos. So I'll put a link in the notes to all my macro stuff, and you can have a look at all the various things I do. Let's say AstrHori 25mm f2.8 macro, 2 to 5x for mirrorless, for Sony mount, for Nikon Z mount. As I say, this is RF mount. And just as one other extra, I point this GFX 100S here. I have, and I don't know when I get round to testing this particular one, I also have the AstrHori 75mm f4 lens for the GFX mount. So I'll be testing this manual focus lens on this camera as a normal lens, as it were. But there you go. That's rather a nice little lens. I would say just taking some pictures, it works great. If you've got any questions, please do let me know. I've noticed this has been, it's got quite a bit of coverage on sites all over the place. So obviously AstrHori have done a good job in promoting it with their press releases. I've not seen anyone who's actually doing any testing of the lens itself as yet, but I'll do that in time. I'll have a written article as well as the video review of it, because the written article I can put lots of example pictures at different settings and you can get a better idea of how good it does. The various specs look pretty good, but as with all of these things, it comes to when it's testing. Anyway, there you go, just a quick one, and looks like it's going to be macro week. Cheers, bye.